Job chapter 41, verse 12. I will not fail to speak of his limbs, his strength, and his graceful form. Who can strip off his outer coat? Who would approach him with a bridle? Who dares open the doors of his mouth, ringed about with his fearsome teeth? His back has rows of shields, tightly sealed together, each so close to the next that no air can pass between. They are joined fast to one another. They cling together and cannot be parted. His snorting throws out flashes of light. His eyes are like the rays of dawn. Firebrands stream from his mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Smoke pours from his nostrils, as from a boiling pot over a fire of reeds. His breath sets coals ablaze, and flames dart from his mouth. Strength resides in his neck. Dismay goes before him. The folds of his flesh are tightly joined. They are firm and immovable. His chest is hard as rock, hard as a lower millstone. When he rises up, the mighty are terrified. They retreat before his thrashing. The sword that reaches him has no effect, nor does the spear, or the dart, or the javelin. Iron he treats like straw, and bronze like rotten wood. Arrows do not make him flee. Sling stones are like chaff to him. A club seems to him but a piece of straw. He laughs at the rattling of the lance. His undersides are jagged potsherds, leaving a trail in the mud like a threshing sledge. He makes the depths churn like a boiling cauldron, and stirs up the sea like a pot of ointment. Behind him he leaves a glistening wake. One would think the deep had white hair. Nothing on earth is his equal, a creature without fear. He looks down on all that are haughty. He is king over all that are proud. Hello everybody, it is me, the Inferno Dragon, back with a new video. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the backstory, the history, and the life of the realistic Leviathan. So, yeah. This video is the backstory for my realistic Leviathan, and some last minute tweaks for the Leviathan is that his scales will now be upgraded from Komodo dragon scales to shark denticles with the durability of Arapaima scales, because as you could tell from the intro, in Job chapter 42, 41, it says that the Leviathan's undersides are like jagged potsherds. So his scales are probably sharp, and the closest thing that I could think of to that was shark denticles, because they feel like sandpaper. Great white shark, in general, they feel like sandpaper, and they are so very durable. So Arapaima came to mind, and yeah. So just so you guys know, and what was I gonna say? Right, you guys know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications if you guys never want to miss another video. And share the video with your friends and family if they enjoy content like this. And by the way, please submit if you guys don't know what my competition is. It is Mythic Beast. It is my most popular my most popular video. 410 views currently as of recording this. And yeah, if you guys want to know the rules and want to participate, then watch that video. And if you guys don't know much about biology, then watch my series called Realistified, where I basically do like anatomy-esque videos on like what would require this thing to live. So if you guys want to get into like biology and enter in Mythic Beasts, then yeah, watch the Realistified series. So yeah, now getting into the story. So 1973, the Inferno Dragon Genetics Company has just started, and they have had their first genetic breakthrough. They've created a monster, a beast, a creature. Code name, Leviathan. He was just a wee little lad. He was just born into the world. However, a man with evil intentions decided to take power. One day, the CEO mysteriously got sick, and then the bad man, the one with the evil intentions, rose to power and became the CEO. Then he forced his um clients, or work the geneticists, the workers of the company, they forced them to develop new creations, ones that could challenge the Leviathan, ones that put him to the test. He hasn't even been a year old, and he was already fighting. He was put under test. The Leviathan was put under testing, and for many years, he was put under intense physical training, fighting beasts, monsters that Inferno Dragon Genetics cooked up. And by the way, Inferno Dragon Genetics is my fictional hybrid war company, the same company that created the Imparadox Rex. And yeah, well, how did the company get the funds to create these creatures? That will be answered in a future video. Now, where was I? Oh, right, the testing. Leviathan was put under testing against many different beasts. However, these are just three of them to name a few. 1. Asset Drake, the beast of the land. 2. Asset Basilisk, a beast of the seas. And finally, Asset Ryu, a creature of the air. Now, these guys, they're just the few of the many beasts that the Leviathan was put under testing. Now, it all wasn't bad, because the Leviathan wasn't alone when doing this. The company decided to throw him a bone and introduced him to their second Leviathan creation, codename Jade. The two of them soon quickly became close with each other and were nearly unstoppable together. The male Leviathan was more so of a more the physical guy, while Jade was more of the mental one. Both of them were still very smart, but Jade was the smarter of the two. And soon, eventually, they mated with each other. However, and it seems like Leviathan had a good life, aside from the testing, until one day, his life got even better. Eggs. Their first kin hatched. However, all of that was soon to be taken away. The company decided that the two of them could handle a large amount of the beasts, drakes, ryus, basilisks. They threw in nearly every single one of them at the two of them. It was a bloody battle. However, the only color that was left on the battlefield was red. Leviathan's mate, Jade, had died along with their eggs. And that was the day that Leviathan had lost it all. He became infused with rage and swore to never let anything like that happen again. He became ruthless. He stopped holding back. He tortured all the beasts that came to challenge him next. He became smarter. He became stronger, faster, more intelligent. Asset Drake tested him on land, pushed him to his limits, until soon he became a master on the land. Then Asset Basilisks, a beast of the water, trained him again in the water, and soon, using ambush tactics and coiling, he became the master of the water. And next up, Asset Ryu, a gliding serpentine-esque creature who was very difficult at first to even capture. However, soon, the Leviathan learned to jump out of the water, launch his fire blast at the Asset Ryu, and then drag them underwater and coil them until nothing was left. He even learned to boil the water around him by using his fire to heat up the water around him from a safe distance, of course. However, one day, the Leviathan became too smart. too smart for even the company to know what was going on. Until one day, he broke free from containment. The company launched every single one of their forces at him, but he destroyed every single one of them. Helicopters, planes, they even launched some boats at him. All of them was destroyed by the Leviathan, and now he lives a peaceful life, alone in the wild. However, he longs for a friend. Every single creature that he comes near either runs away or hides. Everyone is too scared of him. Even a monster needs friends. So the Leviathan became solitary. He has no friends now. However, the company has not stopped trying to capture him. Nearly every day, they send forces out there to try and capture him. However, the company realized that this isn't working. The only way to fight a monster is with another monster. So then, the company decided to open a competition, Mythic Beasts, where people can submit their mythic creations, and then the most realistic, the strongest, the smartest, the fastest will be sent out and try to capture Leviathan to bring him back to the company. And that, my friends, is the story and the history of my realistic biblical Leviathan. Hopefully you guys like the backstory. I really am not the best with storytelling, but I tried my best, and yeah. And it took me a lot of time to work and finish on the artwork for this video. Yeah. In case you guys don't know, I draw all of my thumbnails by hand. I don't have the budget level to hire an artist, so yeah. Please show your support by subscribing to the channel. It's completely free, and my goal is 70 subs by the end of the year. So, if you guys like this video, I'm pretty sure you guys will love my other videos. So yeah. Bye-bye. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with your friends and family if they enjoy content like this. And yeah. Bye-bye.